So I've been feeling a little nostalgic lately, looking at old soap operas, cigarette ads, thinking about my glory days in high school, old stomping grounds. I say stomping grounds because we had different places we hung out at. So I actually want to go through these cigarette slogans from back in the day. And I've got a list of 12 here. There's some honorable mentions. But could you believe that doctors were recommending that you smoke Camels? Because Camels cost less throat irritation. So welcome back to the channel, Culture Confederacy here. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. And I was going to post something last night, but had issues uploading something to YouTube. And if you're new to the channel, no fancy graphics, epic soundtracks, pretty boy camera angles. It's you, me, my smartphone, the news of the day, and this mission, this crusade to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. So you're not going to see my ugly kisser here on the video. As I said, we don't use these epic soundtracks. I don't try to use all these bells and whistles to, be in competition with other people here on YouTube. That's not what I do here. But like I said, I'm in a nostalgic mood. And by the way, thank you for watching and subscribing. As you know, I have a lot of fun doing this channel. I'm just out here. I'm just a regular guy out here doing a YouTube channel. Who knows where it will take me, right? So let's get to this. I have a list, as I said, of 12 of these cigarette ads or these cigarette slogans. Because you saw these on TV back in the day. Some were broadcast on the radio. And once they took cigarette advertising off the air, you saw a lot of billboards. By the way, the very last cigarette ad was with Virginia Slims. And there was a cigarette ban for advertising on TV put in place January 2nd, 1971. So at 11:59 p.m., January 1st, 1971, viewers of The Tonight Show saw the very last cigarette commercial on TV for Virginia Slims. Come a long way, baby. You've come a long way. So let's get to this list here in no particular order. And I'm going to put on my faux radio voice when I do this. Now, just to have a disclaimer here, I'm not trying to endorse any type of cigarette blend or recommend you go out and just smoke, cigarettes or pipes or cigars, whatever. I'm just trying to reminisce here on the good old days. As I said, this spirit of nostalgia. And some of these ads, they were just completely outrageous. Like the Marlboro ad. Have you seen this one? So it's got this cowboy scene and they've got the music. I mean, it's way over the top. Way over the top. And you're sitting there going, oh, come on. So first up on the list here. Lucky Strike. It's toasted. Be happy, go lucky, cleaner, fresher, smoother, Lucky Strike. LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Then you had Camels. Again, doctors recommending you smoke Camels because they caused less throat irritation. As I see here, not one single case of throat irritation. I'd walk a mile for a Camel. That was a very popular ad. Have you ever seen that? The guy's out in the field somewhere, surrounded by tigers or whatever. Run around in his jockey shorts? Nope. L&M, live modern. Smoking L&M. Come on over to the L&M side. Say that 10 times. I mentioned Marlboro. Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro country. There were Viceroys. A lot of people liked Viceroy. Good taste never quits. Again, I'm doing a parody here. I'm just making fun of these ads, YouTube. Cool. Come up to the cool taste. So good it's got to be cool. Now, somebody mentioned in the comments somewhere that they remember it was a really hot day and they went to this convenience store and outside or in the window they had this sign for cool cigarettes that said, it's hot outside, but it's cool inside. KOOL. Then there was Territon. Now, Territon probably had the most controversial ad of the 1960s. Have you ever seen this? So people in the ads had black eyes, and the slogan was, us Territon smokers would rather fight than switch. Then you had Lark. You ought to turn to charcoal, you ought to turn to liquor. Pardon me. Just got done drinking a protein shake. Because this had the inner charcoal chamber filter. Of course, you can't forget Chesterfield. Because they're best for you. What else do I have on the list here? Oh, there was Oasis. Delightfully different. A refreshing change. Then you had Winston. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Can you believe that Winston's was being promoted by the Flintstones? You can go find that. You find ads of the Flintstones promoting Winston. And sorry if the sound just dropped there. I had an alert on my phone. For some reason, whenever I get alerts on my phone, it causes my volume on my phone to drop. Nothing I can do about it. We're doing this in one take today, so it is what it is. I got to get ready for work here. Then you had Salem. Escape to the fresh side. Take a puff. It's springtime with Salem. Now, of course, there was Kent. Now, Kent had the Micronite filter. This was advertised on the Dick Van Dyke Show. Little did people know at the time, or the general public know, that the Micronite filter contained blue asbestos. Yeah. Then the famous Raleigh coupons. So, now there's a really good documentary here on YouTube you got to check out. A&E. It's called Butt Out, the life and death of cigarette advertising on TV. And they talk about how this filtered cigarette craze, it was so competitive that Raleigh came out with Raleigh coupons. Now, you can still find Raleigh tobacco. It's known as Sir Walter Raleigh pipe tobacco. I actually have a can of it here because I'm a pipe smoker. I like my corncob pipe and my coffee. That's just me. I mean, that's my two vices in life. But you can still find SWR, as we call it, or Sir Walter Raleigh pipe tobacco. But they were handing out, back then they had Raleigh coupons. So you get things like a blender, hobby horse for your son, bowling ball. Virginia Slims, as I mentioned. You come a long way, baby. Which had, again, the last cigarette ad on TV on the Johnny Carson Show, Tonight Show. So that's my list here. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Of course, we can't forget Philip Morris. Call for Philip Morris. So if you enjoyed the video, as I said, you know what to do. Follow me on Instagram, hashtag Jason Composes, because I write music in my spare time. You can go to X, Culture Confederacy, at Culture Confed 1 on X. Now you can find me at Substack. So this is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. Have a great Monday. I'll catch you next time. And God bless this thing called the United States. Take care.